Ooh, right on time. Right on time. Oh, first of all, shout out to you if you early. Shout out to you if you on time. Shout out to you if you here before 1 o'clock. Shout out to you. Okay, let me put this scarf. We're just gonna throw that back there. We're not even gonna worry about that. If you're here, big up yourself. Big up yourself. As y'all can see this week, I already have my curtains closed, so we don't have to go through that. Because every week I'd be like, "Oh, I want the sun," and the sun be interfering. So we here. You know what? Y'all giving me all the feels, all of the feels, and I love it. And I'm so happy that you are here because you on time, you early, you showing up for yourself. That's the most important thing. Ugh, I love y'all. I love the energy. Ugh, I was listening to Afro beats before it got started, so I was twerking all this energy out. I do have a defined root chakra, so even though I am a projector. I be having energy. I am an energy projector. I be having to let it go. Okay. So I was going on with the Afro beats. Unfortunately, YouTube be playing with your vibe. I can't even play that before you get started. Oh, thank you, Janae. Girl, had to get me together real quick. Just had my little wash day, feeling moisturized, feeling like a sexy ass sixth line. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. All right. You know what? We getting straight to it. Let me get a sip of water. We getting straight to it. Before I sip this water, I need you to drop your profile, type your profile number, your authority, and your motivation. I'm trying to see who's tapped in today, okay? Because y'all been playing the easy. Oh, I'm a 3-5. Okay, cool. But what's your authority? What's your motivation? How are you actually living this life? Drop it in the chat. Let's get started. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, Janae, we got a 5-1 projector in the house. Emotional authority, need motivation. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, okay. Okay. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that you could be a splenic generator. See, I'm learning today. This is why it's important. This is what community is all about. Because you learn from me, I'm learning from you. We vibe and we getting to know each other. We getting to know how we can thrive together individually as a unit. I did not know that. So here we go. Thank you. So we got Good King Cal L. Is that how you say that? Let me know if I said that correctly. I got a 3-5 generator, 3-5 splenic generator in the house with need motivation. I love how I'm attracting my need motivation peeps. I also have need motivation. If you did not know, I'm all about getting my motherfucking needs met. Okay. So that's part of the whole quitting the job thing. We're going to talk about that. All right. We got Millie. Hi, boo. We got 6-2 emo authority, emotional authority, fear motivation. Big up yourself. Fear motivation is the opposite of need motivation. So if you have fear motivation, you are meant to research before you pop off. Do not be in fear motivation thinking about your needs, okay? Your needs will be met when you do your research, okay? Okay? All right. We have Bougie. Make sure it's Bougie, not Boogie. Bougie Astro Babes. Hi, Boo. 2-4 manifesting generator. Can you drop your authority and drop your motivation as well? Okay. These are all very important things. The conversation we're having today, it is very important for you to know your decision-making strategy and also your action-taking strategy. This is a part of the reason why you probably ain't quit yet. And if you have quit, you stressing the fuck out. So we not doing that no more. All right, we're not doing that anymore. I have literally been studying this for years. Why? Because one, I quit, got fired, right? And then I've had a lot of clients over the years. I've literally had thousands of clients over the years. And I'm going to say this one thing. If you are in my energy, if you are attracted to my energy, you are attracted to the freedom in which I live my life, which means that you're about to quit your job too. Or if you've already quit, you're like, okay, what's next? Okay, that's the truth of the matter. My aura gives off freedom. My aura gives off do it your own way. My aura gives off abundance, and the universe got you. So if you ain't ready to quit your job, you might want to hop the fuck off this live today because I'm going in today. Okay. I'm going to set you up. I'm going to ensure that you understand. You're going to understand what it means to quit. You're also going to understand why you still there. Y'all think it's the bills. It's not the bills. Okay. I don't pay no bills. Okay. All right. It's not the bills, honey. It's not the bills. All right, let's see. Okay, so she says, or Bougie Astro Babe says she has desire, motivation, and wait to respond. Absolutely. Okay, so all right, let me hold on, because I recognize that there is a level of where I'm at with human design, and then there is a level where you're at, right? And so I just want to ensure that we are having an eye to eye conversation. And a part of that is going to require some education, okay? A part of that is going to require some education. And that means let's break down human design so you understand what the fuck we talking about before we start yapping it up. So, Bougie Astro Babes, you said you have desire motivation. That is accurate. That is a motivation. However, wait to respond is your strategy. The question was, or the request was, put in your human design type, your profile number, your authority, and your motivation. Okay. Strategies are unique to the human design type. So if you say you're a projector, we already know that's wait for the invitation. If you say you're a generator, we already know it's wait to respond. Okay. So this is only for you. This is for anyone listening and who will watch this later. These are the most important things that you want to know. What is your human design type? And I'm going to tell you why. What is your human design profile number? I'm going to tell you why. What is your human design authority and your motivation? Okay. Oh my God, Janiah's here and he knows. Woo! Okay, let me keep going. Just so y'all know, all right, I have some people on here that y'all already hailing each other up. I love the energy in the room right now. Some of y'all been coming, y'all been in school, y'all been tapped in, and I love it, right? We got some new students. Last week, Janai didn't even know what human design was, and he came through this week knowing, so I love that, all right? All right, let's keep moving, and then we're gonna get into the conversation. So we have P. Rodriguez. What up, P? 2-4 generator with desire, motivation, and emotional authority. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Miss Tiffany. Okay, girl. Okay, Miss Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany. 2-4 generator, sacral authority, need motivation. Hey, girl. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Van. Van, we got people here that don't know you, bro. You need to drop your human design type, your profile number, your authority, and your motivation. Drop it in the chat. You see Janae talking about some, hey, what's up? See, that's the energy. Janai, welcome back. Janai is a 2-4 manifesting generator, sacral authority, and guilt motivation. Baby. I love this. 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 Okay, awesome. First of all, I want to recognize the 2-4 profiles because y'all know I have been slowly getting up under your skin. Because what's up? You literally are the natural. I got my little I got my profile branding prompts guidebook here with me. So I'm gonna tap into some of the things that I have put in here. I'm not gonna give you all the tea because obviously you got to go get it for yourself. But the 2-4, in my opinion, is literally the natural influencer. One of my little sisters is a 2-4. We literally have we create gifts off of her, off of each other, because she's so natural at being an influencer. Because just the regular way she lives her life, if you just put the camera up and post the content, 2-4 profiles, you already got the camera up. I think all of us do because we live in a time where having our camera out is just natural. We always got our phones, right? But the 2-4 profile, there is just this natural, I could do my hair, I could do this, I could do my makeup, I could paint, I could do photography, I could do flower arrangements. 2-4 profiles can do everything, and y'all just not posting it. Come on now, get it together. Get it together, okay? Get it together. All right. Werimu, correct me. Werimu Rap says, hey, I'm a 3-5 manifesting generator, sacral authority. What is your motivation, boo? What is your motivation? Van says 5-1, emotional projector with hope motivation. Big ups to God. Thank you, God, for taking care of everything. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. If it's not God, it's source, it's universe. It's whomever your bigger energy is, okay? Van, I love it. And then Janae said, you see, my 2-4 projector needs got at least 20 hobbies. Yo, 2-4 profiles, y'all are naturally so good at so many things. So many things. So many things. Okay. All right. Okay, so I promised y'all that we're going to talk about how you can quit your job and thrive, because we do not survive in this realm, okay? We are thriving in this realm. So I promised that we would talk about how you can quit your job and thrive using human design. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Now, first things first, I want to share with you something where it's more of a perspective around human design that I encourage you to take on, okay? And this is, you're going to really understand why, okay? Here's something that I know about you. May not have ever met you. Maybe we chopped it up online. We shared a few tweets. Maybe not. I don't know. Here's what I know about you. You are creative. You are resourceful as fuck. And you be overthinking way too much. If that resonates with you, please drop some fire in the chat for me, please. You are creative. You are resourceful as fuck. And you be overthinking way too much. Okay? Drop some fire in the chat if that's you. Tell me how I know. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Yes, Janae, Miss I Make Pottery. Yes, Janae, Mr. I Do All Things with Nature. Mr. Van, I do anything with the camera. Come on now. Ask me how I know. Because I am you. You are my people. You are my tribe. You are my ministry. I know what we share. Okay? This is why I know what we need motivation. Okay? I am you. You are me. We are we. We are here together. Okay? You are creative. You are resourceful. And you overthink way too effing much. Okay? And this is the reason why you're still at that job. This is the reason why you're still wondering, where's the money going to come from? What is going to happen if I quit my job? And I have quit my job, but now I don't fucking know what to do next. This is why you are there, okay? That last piece, that overthinking piece, that live in the head, you live in your head way too much. Okay? Life is out here happening. You see other people doing what you want to do. You think people are stealing your ideas. They are successful and you are not. Why? They are satisfied and you are not. Why? Because you are overthinking. And so today we're about to get up out that head. Okay? It's time to get up out your head. Okay? Human design. What is it really? It is your manual to feeling. It is your manual to feeling safe. It is your manual to everything works out for me in perfect timing. It is your yes manual. I get everything that I want. That is what human design is for you, okay? And we're going to break down exactly what I mean by that. But that's how I want you to take this on. You do not need to overthink anymore. You don't even fucking need to think anymore. Human design is all about you using your body, feeling your way through life. We are feeling beings. But because of conditioning, we resort to the head. Because everyone's saying, oh, you need to be this way, or you need to start this business, or you need to go to school, or you need to cut your hair this way. You need to be in relationships like this. So because they're giving you this information, you are then resorting to thinking, okay, well, how could that work for me? Whole time your body is telling you exactly what does work, but because people are giving you this feedback of what you should do and what it's supposed to look like, you resort to your head to logicalize it. So you have this amazing idea. I want to quit my job. I want to start this business. Or I have these creative things that I do and I want to get paid for them. But because outside of you, people said, this is how you make money, then you start to think, well, okay, this is my creative thing. Let me think and think and think and think and think about how it's going to be successful. You know how many people be in my comments every single day thinking, I'm figuring it out right now. I'm figuring out how to be an influencer. I'm figuring out where to start. What the fuck are you figuring out? You're already creative. And you are already resourceful. What else do you need? What else do you need? Oh, you're back in your head again. Well, I think I need, and so and so said I need this, and everybody else that talks about business said that they need these steps and these steps and these steps. I'm here to tell you don't need none of that. You are already creative and resourceful. What else do you need? What you need is to feel safe in your mother effing body. That's what you need. You need to be able to create freely and know that you will get paid. That is what you need. You are overthinking because you don't see logically, how am I going to get paid for the things that I create, because you've not gotten paid to the level that you want to before. So you resort to being in your head, and you're on YouTube, and you're on social media, and you are doom scrolling, and you are just stalking other people. That's what you do all day. That's what you're doing all day. I'm telling you because I've been there, right? You're looking at other people and you're like, well, this is how they did it, so let me try what they did. Are they you? Are they you? Do they have your profile number? Do they have your profile number? Are they your human design type? Do they have your motivation or your authority? I'm just asking. I'm asking because you looking at somebody else, looking at the way that they are succeeding, looking at the results that they're creating, and you're assuming, well, oh, I need to be more like them, or I need to copy what they're doing, or I need to figure out how I can do what they're doing in my way. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Okay? So today we're going to break that down. We're going to help you to trust, right? That you can get paid to do whatever the F you want to do. If you just want to take walks all day long, you can get paid for that. Okay. If you want to make pottery, you can get paid for that. If you want to make infused honey, you can get paid for that. If you want to twerk on OnlyFans, you can get paid for that. Whatever you want to do, you can get paid for it. Okay. Why? Because you were designed for a specific reason. Okay. And within your design, you got everything that you need right there. Everything I need is within me. Y'all, I have this tickle in my throat. Hold on. Okay, I think it's gone now. Everything that you need is within your chart. And I'm going to share with y'all. I'm going to break down my chart. And then I'm going to ask you, we're going to do a little homework, fun work while we're here together. So if you don't have your Neutrino Design app downloaded, download that motherfucker right now, because I'm about to ask you some questions. Okay? Well, just one specific question. I'm going to show you exactly why I talk about what I talk about, the way that it's already in my chart, because what you are meant to share with the world is in your chart. The way that you're meant to do it is in your chart. The way that you're meant to feel safe in your body and make decisions and take actions that align with making money, that align with being at peace, that align with success and freedom, it is in your chart. Okay? Neutrino Design. If you don't have the app, download the app. Okay, so I am a 4/6 splenic projector with need motivation. Cool. All right, we know that. Awesome. But what does that actually mean? Okay, what does that actually mean? Well, let's break down the human design types. If you know anything about human design, if you've done your little research, if you haven't, it's okay. I'm gonna break it down for you. Human design basically says that there are archetypes, okay? That means that within the 8 billion people that we have in the world, there are only 5 specific roles in society, right? Every human has a specific role. When every human is operating according to their role, things work, okay? We have the reflectors. The reflectors are the first human, okay? They're 1%. We have the reflectors. They're here to reflect. It's literally in their name. They're here to reflect. Then we have the manifestors. The manifestors are the idea people. They are here to initiate things into society. Okay? They are here to initiate. They are the old school leader. All right? They're the reason why things are built, because they came up with ideas and then they funnel that idea to the generator. The generator is the builder. Okay? The generators build things. This is why the generator type is the majority of society. The reflector is 1%, the manifestor is about 9%, and then we have the generator type. So that includes generators and mani-gens. You are 70%. Okay? You are 70% of humanity. Most people are generator type. Okay? The manifesting generator is here to build and initiate and not initiate, innovate. Okay? The manifesting generator is here to innovate. You make things better in a shorter amount of time. You be skipping steps. That's the manifesting generator, right? And then we have the projector, which in my opinion, if you see the way that I listed them out, that is in the direction of how humans were created, right? The most recent version of human being is the projector. The projector is here to guide. We are here to project. We literally show you this is the way that things are supposed to look. The most efficient way to get there is XYZ. Okay? Now, in the type, meaning what you're here for, you just heard what I told you what you're here for, right? That is your business model. Okay? And even if you want to stay on your job, that is what you're supposed to be doing at your job. Okay? So, for example, with me as a projector, what was I doing in my job? Was I saying the best way to do things? That was some of my work, but a lot of my work was busy work. I was building things when I am a projector. So what I want you to hear, even if you are at your job, and I'm not telling anybody to quit your job today, the plan is for you to feel safe and empowered in your job. And you go from being a victim where you're working for someone to now standing and being like, my job is one of my clients. Okay. We're going to graduate to that mindset first. And then from there, you can quit your job. From there, you can move on. We're not about to just jump ship. Okay. Y'all got bills to pay. I need you to feel safe in your body. I need you to feel responsible for your life. Okay, so we're not going to quit today. We are developing a new foundation so that quitting feels like effortless and it feels natural and it feels like you're stepping into a new level of life. So I just broke down the types and I also told you exactly what your business is supposed to be. I'm the insights girl. I'm a projector. I am here to share the things that I have learned from my life, from living my life. Okay? If you are a generator, you are supposed to be building something. If y'all are familiar with Jade, this is my favorite example because she's well known in the human design space. Jade built something. If you are in the cult, you're not only in the cult to learn from her, you're in the cult so you have access to the coin. You have access to everything that's aligned with the coin that she built. She's a generator. She built something. Okay? If you are a manifester, you are literally supposed to be sharing your ideas and having people invest in them, whether they are investing with their time or investing with their money or investing with their intellect. Your business model is you coming up with ideas. People should be paying you for your ideas if you are a manifester. Okay? And if you are a reflector, you are literally here. You can be someone that tests things out and then lets people know, well, it does kind of work. It could use some tweaks to it. That is what a reflector is here for. And a reflector can literally sample everybody's energy. A reflector can kind of be everybody, right? But you get to choose, because you are a non-energy type, what you want to do and how you want to show up in the world. Okay? Okay? All right. So that's number one. Now that you understand your type, you also understand what you are supposed to be doing when it comes to business or on your job. You are not burnt out because you hate your work. If you're doing work that you hate, we're going to have a whole nother YouTube for you, okay? More than likely, you are doing work that is not in alignment with your design. I loved working in the finance industry. Why? Because it was all about motherfucking money. I loved it, okay? However, I was not necessarily doing work that aligned with my energy. My last job was the most in alignment job that I ever had, because I literally was the only person doing what I did and it was all up to me. I had full and total control. I need that. It's important for your girl to have that, okay? That was the most in alignment job I ever had. So as you're listening to this, if you have not quit your job yet, it's time for you to see, like, take a whole new perspective. It's possible that you can have a new role in the same company that you work with, or you can shift the things that you do so it's more in alignment with your design. Our entire work is about honoring our nature. See, me all my beautiful. Hi, boo. Okay. Our role, our responsibility is to honor our nature. When we honor our nature, things flow, things feel free, things feel like a breeze. Okay. So, number one is to understand your type. What is the role for your type in this world? Again, we have 5 archetypes. Now, the next thing, again, your chart has everything in it. The next thing is your profile number. Okay. Your profile number tells you the business model. One of the things that I recognize for myself in my job and all of my jobs was that I was always with people. I don't care what my role was, I was at somebody's desk, chopping it up, getting to know them, relating to them in some way. Why? Because I like relationships, right? I like to learn from people, I like to experience myself through people. Like, that is just my nature. And that 1000% aligns with me being a 4-6. Okay. I am the network opportunist role model. Like, that is my nature. Okay. And I'm gonna tap into, I said the 2-4 is a natural influencer, right? If you want me to, actually, I'll share just based on what y'all shared in here. So the 2-4 is a natural influencer. You are the gifted guide. People watch you and think, wait, how do you make it look so easy? You are magnetic when you're being unapologetically natural. Okay. That is the 2-4. Your profile number literally tells you exactly what your purpose is and how you're meant to fill that. I'm going to read the 3-5. I'm going to read a couple of them, right? The 3-5. And obviously, when you look up your profile number, you'll see, like, for example, I think Janai said, where is Janai? Janai said he looked up his and it said hermit opportunist, right? So there's the formal terms, but I've come up with my own that I feel like are they feel, I don't know, they feel better, okay, than the shit that somebody else came up with. No offense. All right. The 3-5, you are the experiential leader. You're the brave disruptor. Okay. You are here to shake shit up. If you are a 3-5, you better be shaking shit up. And if you're not, you're in the right place. Okay. You're here to fail forward, rise loudly, and inspire through your journey. Okay. The 3-5, you are literally here to trial and error your entire life. That's what the 3 line is all about. So if you are not in a job or have a business that allows you to trial and error, baby, you are suppressing yourself. And this is why you keep overthinking. Okay. The 4-6. Okay. I'm the 4-6, the networked guide. Okay. I am the relatable leader. I'm not trying to lead you from above like I have all the answers. No, I'm right here in the middle. We huddling up and we learning together. Okay? That's the kind of leader I am. If you're in my community confident and paid, I share my failures, I share my wins, I share everything. Why? Because we are meant to do this together. I'm not up on some pedestal trying to say I'm better than you, because I'm not. I'm a human. You're a human. We don't know what the fuck we doing. Let's figure it out together. That's me. That's the 4-6 profile. If you're a 4-6, this is how you are meant to show up in the world. Okay. If you're standoffish, you are not in your nature. If you're with the people and you hugging and kissing the babies, you are in your nature. Okay. The 4-6 is a relatable leader. You rise through community and co-creation. This is me co-creating with you. This is why we got the chat open. This is why I want you to drop information, ask me questions, like drop the fire symbol. That's what co-creation. We are co-creating. We are feeding off each other's energy. Okay? You're built to influence from within the group, not above it. Okay? So again, every single job I had, I don't care what the job was, trust and believe I had an army behind me. Okay? Not that I was starting any wars, but I had an army behind me, because as a 4-6, I get to know you. I don't care who you could be, the janitor. I'm going to get to know you. What's important to you? What do you like? What do you truly want to do with your life? That is me, right? I'm sharing this with you because there is a nature to you that when you dishonor your nature, You got confusion going on inside of you. When you are feeling confused, it does not feel safe to take risks. This is why you are still at that job. This is why you have possibly left that job and you ain't making no money. You still living paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth, wondering where it's coming from. Why? Because there is confusion inside of you. There is a version of you that feels like ease and flow and oxygen. And then there's this overthinking that you keep doing. So when your sacral is telling you to go left, you like, but if I go left, what is going to happen? Because the last time I went left, who the fuck asked you all of that? And when Donald down the road went left, he ran over his toe. What does that have to do with you? Your sacral said go left. Your sacral said left sounds like a hell yes. But you in your head overthinking for why? For why? Why I do that for? Okay. Last profile, we gonna move on. Okay? We're gonna do the 5-1. Because y'all some of my favorite peoples. I love me some 5 lines, okay? The 5-1, you are the magnetic expert. Let me tell you something about them 5 lines, because my daughter's a 5 line. Thank God she's taking a nap right now, okay? We go outside, that girl says hi to everybody. And the way she says hi is like, you better say hi back. She'd be like, hey. And people be like, hi, hi. And she will come back, hi, hi, hi. That 5 line, you are just like, you in here with a 5 line because something about the energy just make you want to snuggle up. They're magnetic, naturally. You are the rescuing strategist. And I know some of y'all don't want to hear this. I don't want to be, I'm a 5 line. I don't want to deal with the projection and blah, 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 blah. Come on now. Come on now. You see what's broken and you know how to fix it. Of course, people gonna think that you their savior. You got the solutions, bro? What's up? Can you please help me? Your impact is huge. People look to you for innovative answers and realistic plans. That's the 5-1. And it's way too many 5-1s. My man is a 5-1. Y'all are running away from being the person that you were designed to be. You were designed to have the solutions because you see what's broken and you also know exactly how to fix it. But you are so addicted to, I don't want to be projected on. You literally have a projection field. It attracts projection. That is your nature. Please stop running from it. Your money is in your nature. If you have a 5 line, your money is in your nature. 5 line, everybody, right? The point of me sharing the profile numbers is for you to understand your money is in your nature. But I'm going in on the 5 lines right now because y'all need to hear this. Y'all be running from the projection. Y'all be running from your nature. One of the things that I know that I project on my man is that he's a big, badass boss billionaire. Like, that's how I see this man. Like, if he really were to put his everything into real estate, yo, he would fucking take over. But, oh no, don't project on me. I'm going to go to my job. Sir, you are so much more than that job. But you see that job, this is what they do. And I'll give the 2-5 line for you in a second. This is what they do, right? A job is going to pay you, whether it's weekly, whether it's bi-weekly, whether it's monthly, they're going to pay you because guess what? That pay is a drug. It is you feeling like you're safe. It is a fake safety. Because when you are committed to a job, guess what you're missing out on? It's a beautiful day outside. You could be outside going for a walk. You could be outside going to the beach. You could be going to have lunch in the park and taking a nap in the park. You could be reading a book. You could be working out. You could be doing anything that feels good to you with your time. But because you know that you're getting paid once a week or once a month or twice a month, guess what you do? You say, fuck all of that stuff that I actually want to do because I know I'm getting paid on these days. That is a drug. The same way when people, crackheads, be strung out and missing out on life, the same thing is happening to you when you are so dependent and so trusting in that check that's coming twice a month, once a week, once a month, whenever it comes. Okay? That drug has you missing out on life. Versus when you feel free in your body, you'll realize that money comes in various amounts every single day. You miss out on that reality because you over here on drugs. You see, the funny thing about being an entrepreneur, you can make more than you ever would make in a job. It's just not going to come in every day. It's not going to look the same way every day. You can literally get paid every single day. For example, if your goal is to make an extra $5,000 a month, guess what? You may go the first half of the month and you made $100, right? But the second half of the month, you get 2 payments, $2,500, goal met. You see, the whole thing about leaving a job and being an entrepreneur is feeling safe in your body that the goal would be met while I am doing whatever I want to do. You don't feel safe in that. You still think, well, if I'm an entrepreneur and I don't make money today, that the world is ending and my bills can't be paid. How come you don't be freaking out between the 1st and the 15th? Why you don't be freaking out between the 15th and the 30th? Because you on drugs, boo. That drug got you thinking you safe. You're not safe in a job, because if they say today we firing your ass, what you gonna do? You see, the whole reason that we are here is to enjoy life. But the reason that you are not enjoying life is because your nervous system is all over the motherfucking place. It's everywhere. You are so in your head that you don't recognize that you breathe oxygen for free every day. And if I'm breathing oxygen for free, then money can't be far behind. Money is an energy. And so if I'm enjoying my life and creating what I want to create, money is right there at the same time, waiting for me to allow it in. You already have your role, and now you have your purpose. Your purpose is in your profile number. I am a 4-6. I am literally here to be the role model and create transformation in community. That's my purpose. Okay? We're going to read the 2-5 and then we're going to move on to your authority. Your authority and your motivation. Okay, so the 2-5 is the hermit hero. The hermit hero. The 2 lines like to be hermitized. Y'all like to be chilling in the crib or chilling in your space. That is the 2 line. You're the quiet genius with a message. You hear that? The quiet genius with a message. You want to hide until it's time to shine. And when it's time to shine, you are brilliant. You like the person that come and knock people out from, and they never in their mind would have seen you coming. That's a 2-5, okay? You in the club and nobody see you in the club until your song come on, and then you in the middle of the fucking dance floor looking like Michael Jackson. They like, who is this person? Where did these skills come from? What? Didn't even know you were here. That's the 2-5. Okay? That's the 2-5. Okay? I hope that helps. Now that we have gone over your type, your profile number, let's tap into authority. This is where it gets really juicy, okay? Because authority is your decision maker. How you make decisions is utilizing your authority, not with your head. Not with your head. You are constantly thinking about the decision when your body, I've talked about this before, you have a 6 foot outside of you energy field. And that energy field is always feeling, it's going ahead of you, feeling what should you do next? What direction should you do next? Should you overtake this car when you're driving in traffic? Should you curse your man out because he came home too late? That was me the other day. Should you cook this for dinner? You're feeling. Your auric field is telling you exactly what to do, okay? And depending on your authority, that is how you make decisions. I was creating YouTube videos. I was filming them I was editing them. And then I was just like, my spleen was like, girl, this is not for us. We are not a 2-4. I'm not trying to be no cinema. I'm not trying to be Ryan Coogler. Really not. Okay. I'm here to give my insights. I'm here to look good and we about to move on. That's me. So how about we start doing live streams? So I honored my spleen because my spleen told me what to do. I do not ignore her. She's very faint, but she be letting me know exactly what to do. And so I listen. And immediately upon listening to her and hosting live streams, every week we getting more and more people, more conversation, more transformation because I listen to my spleen. Okay? So if you are making decisions from the past, from your thoughts, from things that you've been overthinking, this is why things are not working out for you. This is why your content is not taking off. This is why your business is not taking off. This is why you are still in that job and you don't have an extra stream of income coming in. This is why you've left that job and you are not making any money yet because you are not trusting your decision-making process. This is why I asked you to list all four: your type, your profile number, your authority, and your motivation, because this is very important. We are spiritual beings in a human experience. And in this human experience, your body is meant to operate in a specific way for you to win. I will never tell you to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to suggest things, I'm going to share things, and then you're going to use your authority and your motivation and the other aspects of your chart to apply it. You see, when you skip that piece where you make things unique to you, guess what happens? They don't thrive. Me cursing my man out the other day, I've been talking about this quite a bit because that's not my nature. I'm not a curse somebody out type of person, right? But my spleen was like, you need to use a couple F words tonight, baby. That's the only way we gonna sleep. And so I was like, okay, girl. Okay, I'm gonna do what you said. And points were made, okay? Points were made. Energy was transferred, okay? It was understood. What needed to be understood needed to be said that night, okay? But that's not how I am conditioned to operate. I've been conditioned to, oh, you're so emotional, keep it to yourself. That's how I grew up most of my life. You're so emotional, keep it to yourself. You're a bigger girl, don't be cursing people out, that's scary. They might feel like threatened. So I'm keeping these things that my spleen is telling me to do to myself. But guess what happens? Whenever I listen to her, trust me, she gets everything together. So as you're listening to this, what decision have you been overthinking? Your sacral already told you what to do. Your emotions took you through that wave and already showed you what to do. You're self-projected. You already talked it out with your trusted people. You already know what to do. So what decision are you overthinking even though your authority told you what to do? And it is usually something that you aren't accustomed doing. It's usually something that you avoid. I don't like to curse nobody out. And I'm probably using the word curse somebody out like I went in. I didn't. I really didn't. But the point is, my nature is to trust my spleen. When I overthink, oh no, don't say that. Just be quiet about it. It's going to go away. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. There is something that your body has been telling you to do and you have been ignoring it because you are thinking it's going to be scary. It's not going to work out. I don't know how it's going to go. What if it doesn't make me money? What if no one actually buys the thing? You are in your mind, asking your mind the wrong questions. And every time you ask your mind the wrong questions, it's going to give you the wrong answers. Every time you ask your mind the wrong questions, it's going to give you the wrong answers. Your brain is ChatGPT too. Your brain is the original ChatGPT. So instead of you saying, well, I don't think this is going to go well, or what's the worst that could probably happen, and your brain is giving you that, how about you say, what's the best that could possibly happen? Who are the people that are going to buy my products? Instead of saying, well, I don't think anyone's going to buy my products, and your brain is like, of course nobody's going to buy your products. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Your brain is going to affirm everything that you say. Everything that you ask your brain is going to affirm it. That's why I don't play with the brain. I don't be up in the brain. Why? Because I don't want to get into that chat that don't support me. So I'm gonna trust my spleen. Spleen said, host a live about quitting your job. So I said, hosting a live about quitting my job. I'm only here because my spleen told me to be here. So again, what are you avoiding doing that your spleen already told you to do? What decision? What decision? You can share in the chat if you feel comfortable. If you don't, it's okay. This is for you to just ruminate on, because there is a decision that you are meant to make that you keep avoiding because you overthink it and your authority already told you. Why are you making life hard for yourself? Don't do that no more, okay? Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. I don't like that for you. I don't like that for you at all. So now we understand the purpose of the authority. This is how you make decisions. I don't make decisions the same way my man makes decisions. He's emotional authority and he's a Taurus. We're going to get into that. It's a whole other conversation, right? I'm a side note. I truly believe that Cancers and Tauruses, we're both very, very emotional people. Oh, and Aquariuses. And then what's the fire sign that's emotional? Would it be Aries or Leo? No, it's probably Aries. All of us are highly emotional beings, right? So imagine, Aries. My man is a Taurus and he got emotional authority. God damn. So we don't make decisions the right way. My spleen will be like, boop, let's do this. But he got to go through all of this, talking shit, da, 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 da. And then he'd be like, okay, yeah, that seems good. That seems like a good, that's like the other morning we went to pick up or drop off one of the cars for Turo. And initially the idea was like, let's take the bus. We're going to take the bus together and go pick up the car. But then we figured out that the bus is going to leave a little late and he needed the car for the next day. So immediately my spleen was like, let's just drive the car to the train station and leave it there. And he's like, okay. He's walking around the kitchen. He's mulling on it. And then he's like, you know what? I think, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. Now, I could want him to be like me, but what's the purpose? We're all meant to operate in our authentic way, right? So my spleen already was like, boop, here's the answer. I shared the answer. And then in sharing it, I have to leave space for this emotional authority man to come to the conclusion that that is the best way to go. Okay? So again, decisions are meant to be made with your authority. Learn your authority. Get real freaking one-on-one. This is my homie with your authority. People who are successful, who are satisfied, who are constantly surprised by life, who are at peace, guess what? They make decisions quickly. If you are in a life and death situation, and I want you to hear right now that you making fucking money is life and death, okay? We are about to be in 2027. The whole world about to change drastically. You having money is very important. You need to start looking at you making money in the most natural way possible as life and death, okay? People who have hella freaking money, successful businesses, are satisfied in life, they make decisions quickly. They are not mulling over it forever and forever and forever and forever because we don't got time for that. We don't know how much time we have. So if you've been thinking about quitting your job forever, what's up with you? Emotional authority. I'm going to speak to y'all real quick. For some reason, the idea is that I got to ride this wave for days. No, you don't. One of my manifesting generator girls in Confident and Page, she shared, she was like, I have taught myself how to ride the wave in a shorter period of time so I can make decisions in a shorter period of time so I can move on to the next thing. When you stretch out your emotional authority as though you have lunar authority, which the only people that have lunar authority where it's going to take a month is reflectors, you're wasting time. You are spending more time in a situation that does not feel good to you, that you do not like. Why? You can shorten that. Allow yourself to ride the wave in a minute. When you make decisions in a shorter period of time, you allow yourself more time to enjoy, allow yourself more time to thrive. Okay? So, again, your authority is for you to make decisions. Now, motivation. Motivation is all about action taking. The reason why we have motivation and why motivation is important is because when you take aligned actions, you get greater results in a shorter period of time. When you take aligned actions, you get greater results in a shorter period of time. Okay? And so, what does this look like? Your motivation is basically telling you what motivates your actions. And when you are taking actions from an aligned motivation, from your proper motivation, when you take that, you could take one action and boom, your followers blow up. It's like yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, the day before. Jada's hosting a lot spaces, and I was doing my own thing, right? And I pop on the Twitter and I see that she's live, and I'm like, oh shit, let me hop in the room. She'd already been live for about half an hour, right? And then at the time that I hopped in, someone else was talking. And I was like, well, this is new. She doesn't usually like invite other people to share. So I'm listening along. And then she's like shouting at other people. And then she was like, Sarah, you're in the room. I would love to hear your story. Come up and share. Okay. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go up there and share. But what motivated me to share, what was behind my sharing is understanding, hello. If you understand the generator and projector relationship, Jade already has a following. I'm a projector. I am growing my following. I get to utilize her energy, properly motivated, to grow my following in this conversation. Again, listen in. The more you learn human design, you understand how we complement each other. A generator has the energy to go and go and go and go and go. I'm not her. I'm a projector. I got energy to be here right now, and then I'm going to take a walk or I'm going to get something to eat. And that's all you're going to see from me today. Okay? So, as a projector, I know that when there is an opportunity to be in her energy, there's an opportunity for me to grow my community. And I am motivated, need motivation. I need people that get it. Okay? I need to be surrounded by people that get it. And in this moment, in this season of my life, it is human design. Okay? Whether you are interested in learning it or you are already aligned with it, I need to be surrounded by people who get it. I didn't know my motivation before this. So I was always motivated from my transference. Okay? This is your first time here. Motivation has two sides. Okay, there's a side where you are aligned, and then there's a side where you are not. Actually, a lot of human design is kind of like this. It tells you when you're in alignment, when you're not. Motivation, there's a side when you are aligned and the side when you are not. So the opposite to need motivation is fear motivation, okay, or fear transference, we would call it. So I lived a lot of my life in fear transference. I wasn't necessarily focused on my needs. I was focused on, well, if something doesn't work, I need to hurry up and make this decision because this may not go the way I want it to. I need to hurry up and buy this life insurance because what if my daughter grows up and she doesn't have money? That's fear motivated. Like, versus when I operate out of need motivation, I need to be around my people. So when I think about posting anything online, I'm posting from my need. I am a 6th line on the roof right now. And so most of my community is online. I don't want to be mixed up outside with people right now. I want to be chilling in my bubble with my man, with my daughter, with the things that feel good to me. That is the 6th line on the roof. So I understand that my community is going to be online. So I am motivated because I love people. I am motivated by my need. My need is not money because money is abundant. Okay, I don't need to need money. I understand that when I nurture my community, the money comes. All of those people, you included, you got money. If you don't got money in your pocket right now, your money's in somebody else's pocket. Okay, there is money assigned to your name. So I don't have to overly focus on I need money. I focus on the thing that really has me excited, which is connecting with new people, building community. So as you are listening to this, it is your responsibility, because I'm not going to go into all of them. It is your responsibility to learn how your motivation works. If you have fear motivation, my man got fear motivation. You are meant to research the things that you are fearful of. If you're fearful that you're not going to make enough money in this amount of time, your job is to research all of the ways, not all, I don't mean all because we can never learn all of everything, right? But if there's one specific way, for example, crypto, that you're interested in and you think that I can make that money using crypto, research the heck out of crypto, because that is going to mitigate your fear, and then you're going to be able to take action from an empowered place. Okay? If you have guilt motivation, you are literally meant to create things or think of other people, solutions for other people. That is what guilt motivation is all about. If you are not creating in a way that you're thinking about other people and the solution that they need, guilt motivation is highly tied to that 5 line. A lot of people with 5 lines have guilt motivation because it's on the same realm of the 5, right? If you have guilt motivation, you need to be thinking about other people's problems. How can I solve other people's problems? That is what's supposed to motivate you. If you're like, oh, I have guilt motivation, I'm motivated by money. Okay, cool. Money is the result. This is a conditioning that we got to get out of. We think that making money the goal is going to motivate us. No, it's not. This is why I have set goals around money for years and years and years and did not accomplish them, because I'm living my life and I'm recognizing people pay for shit. I get food all the time. I got housing for free. Do I actually need money? No. I don't need money. What I need when I'm properly motivated is community, is people that get it. And this is why understanding your motivation is so important, because then you take actions that align with your motivation. And now, for example, you have guilt motivation and you create, for example, an ebook that solves a specific problem that you know people have. And guess what? That ebook's selling off. Why? Because you were properly motivated. But if you're motivated by money and you have guilt motivation, you would get into anything. And then you're wondering, why is it not selling? Because you are not properly motivated. Okay? Again, your homework for yourself is for you to learn your motivation. How does it work? What does it look like when you are in transference? I highly recommend tapping into Jade's ChatGPT, okay? Her human design one. That one is super, super helpful. Actually, let me see if I can, if you don't have it, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I mean, I don't know anyone that doesn't have it because the shit is so lit. Can I share it? Hold on. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share this in the chat, all right? You can literally ask Jade's ChatGPT, Jade's AI, to break down. For example, I have hi and say hello, okay? Hi, I have need motivation, and you can actually say your whole profile. For example, I am a 2-5 projector with splenic authority, and I have need motivation. And I am thinking about starting something new. And I want to understand how motivation works. Can you break it down for me like you're talking to a 5-year-old? Can you explain my motivation and my transference to me like I'm a 5-year-old? Like, that is how you talk to ChatGPT, and it will break it down so simply that you're like, oh, this is how my motivation works, or this is how my authority works. This is your homework, okay? This is your responsibility. All right? Van said that GPT was so helpful. Yes. See, Van has hope motivation. If you have hope motivation, oh, I love hope motivation. It is so like surrender energy. We're all meant to surrender, but hope motivation is all about, I give it to God. I trust that God, spirit, universe is going to take care of it. Okay. So now I'm going to actually just checking on time. I'm probably going to be here for another half an hour because there's a lot of things that I want to get into real quick. So the most important things that I want to touch on next, I'm going to say this. Some of these things I'm just going to say as a quote so you get it. So number 1, stop asking people what they're doing to make money or how they became successful. Okay. The more important question for you to ask is, what do you believe? When you ask people what they believe, you're getting to the core of their creations. When we come to the human body, right? I want you to think about it like this. Your conscious mind is running 5% of the show, aka you set goals with your conscious mind. I want to lose 5 pounds this year. I want to make $5,000 this month. I want to make $1,000,000 this year. I want to go to China, whatever it is, right? Your conscious mind is making that decision. But your unconscious mind, which is your body, is what is going to put that into reality, right? Because you're going to be taking actions every single day, and your actions are based on what you're thinking. Your thinking is based on your beliefs. So you have to get clear on what your beliefs are. And so when you meet a millionaire and you're like, well, how did you become a millionaire? What did you do? Fuck that question. We don't need that, right? Because the what and the how is already aligned in your human design profile. But the belief that that person has is more than likely different than your belief around money. It's probably different than your belief around how you build a business. It's probably different around your belief around how you use your time. So you want to ask people or be curious about the way they believe or what they believe. For example, with me, my beliefs are that we are in an abundant universe. My beliefs is that every single one of us is meant to be an entrepreneur because we're meant to be sovereign. That is my belief. That is why when I host a live stream, when I talk on Twitter, everything is coming from that belief. I don't give a fuck what you've been through, where you've been, how many times you've been broke, if you've been homeless, if you have a degree, if you are in a relationship, if you're fat, if you're ugly. I don't care about none of that. Because my belief is you are capable of taking care of yourself. You are capable of being sovereign. You are capable of being or attracting your multi-millions. Why? Because that is how we were all created. Okay? That's my belief. And so I want to share that belief with you so that you recognize how powerful you are. I'm not going to tell you exactly how I built my business or what exactly I did. You can ask those questions, of course. We can talk about that, right? But that is not more important than my actual core belief. And it's important for you to do a little check in of your beliefs, because I promise you, you have some beliefs that are holding you back. If you are still working a job, you probably have the belief that if I work a job, I will always make money. Or the only way to make money is to have a job. The only way to have consistent money is to have a job. You have a belief around that. And so that belief, no matter how much you consciously say, I'm going to quit this job, I'm going to start this entrepreneurship, I'm going to start to be an influencer, no matter how much you consciously make that decision, your core belief is what's running the show. And your core belief says, oh, hell no, you better stay in this job. The only way you're going to have money is if you have a job. That's what your core belief is saying. And you cannot take actions that do not align with your core belief. And if you do, it's going to take way more effort to take that action because your core belief does not align. When your core beliefs match the things that you want to accomplish in life, you will do it like this. For you 4 lines that are like, oh, I've been thinking and I've been trying to figure out how to be an influencer. The only reason you are overthinking so much is because your core belief does not align that you can be an influencer and get paid to exist. Straight like that. Okay? My core belief was I have to struggle, I have to sacrifice, I have to work really hard. And so because my core belief was that, consciously I was setting goals, but because I was setting those goals in alignment with a core belief that did not work, I avoided doing the things that would set me up to make money in my sleep. Because I kept thinking, well, the only way to make money is to work hard. And because that was my core belief, I avoided making money. I avoided doing the things that would set me up to make money at all times of the day. And if you're listening to this, this is probably you. You see people making money online, whether it's through content or they're creating a course or they're creating an ebook or they created an app. You are seeing people do it, right? But you keep overthinking it because your core belief does not align. And don't be upset, don't be sad, don't be mad about this. Your core belief was not set by you. It was more than likely set by your parents, a teacher, somebody in your environment. You didn't have any control over that. The same way right now with my daughter, the core belief that I am setting for her, consciously or unconsciously, just by the way that I live my life, is that, baby, you can do anything and have a good time, and you can get paid, and you'll be totally taken care of. And if you make a mess, we could clean it up. That's the beliefs I'm creating in her. So that when she gets older, those will be her core beliefs. She won't be thinking, well, I have to work a job. And if I made a mess, I'm a failure. And if things don't work out, that means something's wrong with me. Those are not the beliefs that my daughter's going to have, because that's not what I believe. Okay. So it's important for you to do a little assessment. Don't be mad at the people in your life. They knew what they knew and they had what they had, and that is their story, right? You are a powerful component in your life, and you get to assess your beliefs, be honest with yourself about your beliefs, and be like, well, is this belief aligned with what I want for my life? My belief about having a job and working in corporate did not align with my conscious desires of living anywhere in the world, traveling whenever I feel like, and making money. Those two didn't align. So this is why I had a job for 11 years. Because my core belief said you need a job. And when I started to break up that core belief and I started to believe something else, that's when I moved to a startup. That's how I knew I was changing. I stopped working in these big corporate banks and I worked at a startup. And because I'm at a startup that was around renting planes and flying private, I got to see the mindset of a multi-millionaire from the ground up. And being around his energy and all of the people that work there, I started to develop new beliefs. This is why I say, don't be mad that you have a job. Don't leave your job today. It's time for you to shift the way that you look at your job, because it's an opportunity for you to learn to think differently. Okay? Make sense? Okay, fantastic. So we got that. Investigate your beliefs, because the actions that you're taking are aligned with those beliefs. And if your beliefs do not align with the life that you want for yourself, it's time for you to dig up those beliefs. Now, how do you do that? If you aren't already listening to the audio spells, that is a great place to start. The audio spell is going to walk you out of that old conditioning where you needed to work hard instead of play, if you are a generator type. If you are a projector, it's going to walk you out of, oh, I need to do a whole lot instead of I get to rest. We're walking out of that old way of thinking. A lot of people talk about deconditioning and it needs to take all of this time. No, the fuck it does not. You can take out that old cassette that had those old beliefs, that had that old conditioning, and plug in a new one. This is why I love audio spells. I listen to my audio spell multiple times a day. So much now that when I picked up my phone this morning, in the little corner on my iPhone, it said open up voice notes because, and I think it said like, because of the time of the day, meaning we recognize the same way that the algorithm works. Anyways, going to get back to that. We recognize that around this time of the day, you always listen to this. So now my phone, just like an algorithm, is catering to me. This is how you rewire your nervous system. Okay. The reason that you don't feel safe quitting that job, the reason you don't feel safe, even if you are an entrepreneur, talking about your business and your offers all day long, is because your nervous system does not feel safe. Okay. That is the only reason you are still where you're at. All right. I think that did what it needed to do. Oops. Okay. Next thing we're going to touch on, manifestation is you becoming a version of you that you've never been before. Okay. Not the thing materializing. You becoming a version of you that you've never been before. A few years ago, this was probably in 2018, I learned this concept. We have been taught that you need to have the thing first before you can do the things that that person has, and then you can finally be the person that you always wanted to be. Bullshit. So from that concept, which is part of the conditioning that we all have, I have to have the money first, and then I can do the things that the person with money has, and then I can finally be the millionaire, for example. That's not how it works. You're going to switch it around. You have to be the millionaire first, meaning you have to believe that you are already a millionaire. And then from there, you're going to do the things that a millionaire would do. And then you have the millions. So how does this align with human design? Me deciding that I am a millionaire means that I'm going to be as a millionaire. And to be as a millionaire, according to your human design, I'm going to speak for myself, is to be according to my 4-6 splenic projector need motivation profile. What does my profile say is the way to live in order for me to thrive, in order for me to experience success? My profile breaks it down completely. You're a projector. Wait for the invitation. Stop initiating. Stop shoving shit down people's throat. Allow them to come to you. Okay, got it. You don't gotta yell at me. Damn. I got it. And as I go deeper into my profile, you're a 4-6. You are not an influencer, Sarah. I spent a lot of time influencing. That was a thing for me. It was fun. It was cool. I enjoyed it. But I recognized that I was not making any fucking money. Everybody was up in my business, enjoying. Janai, you would know about this because you was in the Virgin Islands when I was doing all my influencer stuff. Everybody's loving me up. And that's beautiful. But I still was not making any money. So I'm online looking good as fuck, in a good mood. But guess who ain't got no money in her bank account? Me. Not sexy. Not sexy. So then I started to operate like the 4-6. The 4-6 is meant to look good. That's how I attract you. I pull you in. But my 4 line, my community building skills, my genuine interest in getting to know you, that is what makes me money. This is why people are joining my community, downloading things. Somebody just bought, I think, the Generator's Guidebook a few minutes ago, right? People are buying things. Why? Because my 6 line is attracting you, but my 4 line actually cares about you winning. Okay? So first, I believed that I'm a millionaire, and then I honored my human design type. I am a projector. My strategy is to wait for the invitation. I don't need to run you down and tell you what to do with your life anymore. That's what I was doing before. Now I simply live what I talk about. I live what I talk about. I am telling you to trust your human design because I know what it's like to trust your human design. I have been trusting mine. I am living a beautiful life and it's only getting motherfucking better. This is the wisdom of a 6 line. I'm going to go first. I'm going to embody it first and let you know, yo, when you embody your human design, it's pure blessings over there. I highly recommend it. Up to you. My 6 line attracted you in here. You know why? Because I am living what I'm talking about. Okay. So in the B portion of Be Do Have, you are going to be your human design. And then you're going to do the things, the version of you that you envision would do. Me, I see myself as a multi-billionaire. So the things that a multi-billionaire is going to do, we're going to put the systems in place. We're going to put the systems in place so I make money no matter what the fuck I'm doing. That's something that I didn't have in place before. Because I wasn't being my human design. I was being some other version of me. I was being a version that I thought an influencer. I was out here trying to be a 2-4. It's not my profile. The moment that I started being my nature, I started to do the things that my nature would do, which is take the time to sit down, put the systems in place, create the ebooks, build the community, nurture the community, record the modules. Like I started to do the things that billionaire version of me would do so that I could rest, because as a projector, I am meant to rest. And not just sit on the couch rest, like nervous system at rest. Because I chill. I'm a chill girl. But if I'm chilling, but my brain is overthinking, wondering, well, where am I going to get my next client? And when is money going to come? I'm not at rest. Don't play yourself. My projectors listening, don't play yourself. You out here, you playing, you having fun, you taking naps, but your systems are not in place. So the whole time you're out here playing, your nervous system is like, where is money going to come from? That shit don't feel good. That shit does not feel good. I know for a fact because I have been her. So do not play yourself. Do the things that the version of you that you want to walk into, that you are dreaming of being, you have to do those things. The actions that you take are what create the results that you dream of. You have to be. If you are a manifesting generator, be according to your design. You're meant to be playing. You're meant to be having fun. But you can only play and have fun and feel satisfied if you are doing the things that are going to result in you getting paid to exist. For some of you, that's simply posting the fucking content. You recording the stuff and you not posting it. Or you posting one time. How are you going to be top of mind, aka the first person someone thinks of, if you're not posting your fun life as a manifesting generator? Again, be according to your design and then do the things that you would naturally do. If you would naturally sit down and believe that I'm gonna create this ebook, and I know this ebook is gonna do good because it's all about playing. I love having play. I love playing. I love playing because it allows me to feel. I'm gonna talk about one more thing that's really gonna help you. Let's say that you focus on health, right? Mental health. You as a manifesting generator, you can create a product around mental health that is directly correlated to playing. And then all of your content is you playing. And then people are like, well, how the fuck does she get paid? Or how does he get paid? And you're like, I play all day. And they're like, well, how do you play and get paid? Check out my ebook. My ebook has exactly what I do to make sure that I can play and make money. This is how easy it is, y'all. This is how easy it is. This is how easy it is. When you honor your design and you put the thing in place to ensure that you honoring your design is going to create that result, boom, results there every single day, all day long. This is how you get paid to exist. Whether it is a product or a brand reaches out to you and they're like, we're going to pay you to post this amount of content for this amount of money. That's the same thing as getting paid to exist. But you first have to show up. Sometimes the do is being consistent. Sometimes the do is putting the system in place. Sometimes the do is creating the art. That do portion has to come from a place of I am honoring my energy. I feel safe that honoring my energy is enough. And now when I am being consistent, posting the content, being consistent, doing my facial routine, being consistent, taking care of my hair if you're a 6 line, looking good. When I'm consistently looking good, I know that I'm going to attract what is for me. Y'all are making this shit too hard. Because you're overthinking, because you have been conditioned to believe I have to work a job I do not like in order to make money. But when you switch out that belief, then you can feel safe. Well, when I honor my human design profile, I am a projector. I'm honoring the projector, meaning I'm focusing on what I love so that I am an example of what I love. I can just chill and wait for the invitation. And sometimes that invitation is, hey, I want to work with you. Or, hey, do you have any products? Your invitation can look so many different ways, projectors. We're not going to get into that all the way. The point is be, do, have. Be your human design. This is not just something you're walking around talking about, I'm a projector, I'm a manifesting generator. No, you have to embody it. You have to learn your chart to the point that you are a living example of it. That is how you attract what's for you. What you want can only come to you if you are being you. You out here trying to be some version of you that's fearful, some version of you that doesn't think that everything works out for you, some version of you that thinks that you got to work hard to make money. That version cannot attract your soft life. That version cannot attract the blessings that are for you. You have to be you in order to attract what's for you. Okay, y'all got the point. We're moving on. Because we will be up in church today. Okay? We're moving on. Be, do, have. When you are vibrating At the same vibration of the thing that you want, it comes to you. That is how you have things. That is how you have things. Ooh, hold on, y'all. See, I'm over here running my mouth. Hold on one second. I will be on in 20 minutes. Sorry. Not sorry. Anyways. So be do have, okay? Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about, because I can't, obviously, this is why I always say, right? Sometimes we're afraid of doing our own thing because we're like, oh, the ideas are going to run out. They do not. They do not. This is how I know we're going to have a live stream next week and the week after that and the week after that, because I always got shit to talk about, right? I have all of these things I want to touch on today. We ain't even get through all of these, right? The last thing that I'm going to touch on, though, because I want you to be able to walk away from this making money, right? The conversation today was how you can quit your job and thrive. So let's talk about the thriving piece. And if you haven't joined, I actually did a whole masterclass on this. If you haven't joined the Profit with Purpose Masterclass, it is free $99. I break down exactly how you can start a business in the right business model for your design type. It's a whole masterclass. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes. Where can you find that right now? Do I have that listed anywhere? I probably need to update my Stan store with that link. But anyways, what I'm about to tell you right now, you can get a deeper version, a more expanded version in the free masterclass, okay? This is what you got to understand. When it comes to making money, right? Honoring your human design. Number one, you want to feel safe in your body. That's what the most of this conversation was about. When you honor your human design, you feel safe in your body because you are honoring yourself. And when you honor yourself, you can trust yourself. And when you can trust yourself, you can do anything you want to do. Okay? That's the beautiful thing about trust. When you trust yourself, you can do anything you want to do in life. I have literally been traveling by myself since I was 12 years old, probably a little bit before that. All the way from the Caribbean to Arizona, going to boarding school, back and forth, meeting strangers, getting upgraded seats on planes, getting free vouchers for shit. Why? Because I trusted myself. I don't care how old you are, you ain't gonna tell me to do some shit I don't want to do. Okay? From a young age, I've been big, bold, and bad. Okay? From a young age. So I have trusted myself. I have gotten in cars with strangers. There's this one time I was in New York City and I think I was leaving like the club or something. And I'm in a cab and it's going to Brooklyn. Tell me why this motherfucker, it was a yellow cab. And yellow cabs have time slots, right? They work from this time to this time. We get across the Brooklyn Bridge and we get right to the corner of where Shake Shack is. No, not Shake Shack. What's that store right before Shake Shack? Anyways, we're in the vicinity of the stadium across the Brooklyn Bridge. The cab pulls over to the side of the street. It is like 3:00 in the fucking morning. These are my hot girl days, okay? It's 3:00 in the morning. Homeboy says, "Oh, I can't go no further. My time is up." I said, "What? What you? But I'm not home yet." He was like, "I can't go no further." It's 3:00 in the morning in New York City and Brooklyn, right? So, okay. I can't argue with you. You say your time is up. You're not going no further. He's like, "Oh, I got to drive back. I got to take the cab back to the Bronx." Okay, cool. I pay him. I get out the cab and I'm standing on the corner. You would swear I was a hooker or something. I'm standing on the corner and I'm like, damn, how am I going to get home? There's no Uber at this time. Okay, Uber did not exist yet. I'm like, how am I going to get home? So I'm just standing there and I'm like, you know what? Everything's going to work out. It'll be fine. If another cab doesn't come, then I'm going to just walk. Like, I'll walk to my crib. Tell me why some guy pulls up and wow. This guy pulls up and he's in this like SUV and he's like, "Do you need help?" And I was like, "Yeah, a cab just dropped me here and I need to get home." And he was like, "Okay, well maybe we could identify another cab." And then he was like, "Are you okay with me taking you home?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay with me taking me home because I've already assessed, my splenic authority. Didn't know it was a splenic authority back then. My spleen already sized them up and we like, if he even tries anything, we could handle ourselves, right?" And homeboy had to open the car door from the inside because his door didn't work. His shit was messed up. And it was so funny that was a part of my confirmation that I'm gonna be good, because the way that he even had to maneuver, you could tell that he couldn't do no crazy shit. So I get in the car with this absolute stranger at 3 o'clock in the morning. Come to find out, we drive, and now he tells me he's Haitian. He's from Haiti. I live on a Haitian block. Come to find out, somebody on that block is his family. Like, it's so crazy how the universe unveils itself for you when you trust yourself. But if I was in a space of I don't trust this random ass man at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd rather stand on this block, I would have been out there till God knows when. Something worse could have happened to me. But trusting myself says you could deal with anything and you gonna be good. This is what you have to, aka need to develop in yourself, self-trust. Because when you trust yourself, you can do anything. You could quit that job, you know you're gonna be good. You can launch that new product, you know you're gonna be good. You can talk whatever you want to say online, you can share it, and you know you're gonna call your people forward and you're gonna be good. You have to get to this state of everything is always working out for me, no matter what happens, no matter what I look like, no matter what I've been through. Everything is always working out for me. When you overthinking, you in fear. You too busy thinking it's not going to work out for you. That's you empowering something that you don't want to happen. Why are you giving that your energy? When you can empower your expectation. I expect someone's to spend money with me every day. So yes, I'm going to take a 2-hour fucking nap. Yes, I'm going to be on live for an hour and a half. Yes, I'm going to give you all the sauce, but I know that you still going to need to know how. I can do that because I trust myself. And not only do I trust myself, I trust the universe. I trust that the universe wants me to win. There's a high possibility that you do not trust the universe wants you to win because your beliefs are off. Okay? Your beliefs are off. So getting back to what I was saying earlier, or what I was really getting to at this point, the way that you are going to actually thrive and make money and make things that people want and people need, are you going to focus on these? And we definitely going to have to get into the depth of this in the next live stream, right? You're going to focus on 3 niches. These are 3 things that people want. We all, as human beings, we all want this. We want health, we want wealth, and we want good relationships. If you are not creating something that is in those realms, health, wealth, and relationships, even if you are a photographer, Van, you are on here, you can create something that is one of those or all 3, right? That solves a need. You only make money when people actually need what you are selling. Sometimes y'all be making the thing so complex and so convoluted that people don't even understand it, so they don't even know if they need it. Health, wealth, and relationships. I talk about money and simultaneously health because your nervous system has to be at peace, because that's what you need. We're going to get into the relationships piece at another later date, right? That's going to be an offer I have because I used to actually coach couples, right? You have to focus on what people need. You are here because you want to make money being yourself. I'm talking about something that you actually need, okay? Another piece of that, in order for you to make money, you have to feel at peace and safe in your nervous system. So I'm also talking about health. Most people don't even think about their nervous system when they're like, oh, well, why can't I quit my job? Or why isn't my business not making any more money? And guess who is here to close the gap? Me. I posted a video on TikTok and I was talking about that. I was like, you want to quit your job, but what you want to feel more is safe, that when you quit your job, you're going to be okay. And the comments are like, preach, thank you, I needed to hear this. Who doesn't want to fucking quit their job? Who doesn't want to get paid to exist? That's natural. But what is not natural is feeling safe in your body because you've been conditioned. So again, when it comes to thriving, you want to create a product that is in one of those areas: health, wealth, or relationships. Your human design profile is going to tell you exactly what to create. You know how I know this? Because my conscious sun gate, my conscious sun gate is 52.4. Gate 52 is all about stillness. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. We're going to wrap up shortly. In 10 minutes, we're going to wrap up because I got to jump on this call. They're going to get 20 minutes of my time today. They're going to be good, right? I want you to check your app, your Neutrino Design app. And I want you to open that app. And when you have your chart up on the right-hand side, that first box is going to tell you your conscious sun gate. Now, both of your boxes, both sides of your chart are important, but I'm making a point right here. Okay? The thing that your people want from you, I don't care what you are creating, I don't care what your product is, what they want from you is your conscious sun gate. My conscious sun gate is the still mountain. All of my people want to feel safe in their bodies. All of my people want to feel safe taking a risk and knowing that if I'm chill, if I'm still, if I'm in the moment, I'm going to make money. That's why you're here. Because my energy gives off, that is exactly what you get to experience. So you're here because you want to learn how. How can I chill and make money? How can I quit my job and start my own thing and bet on me and make money? And not only make money, how can I look good at the same time? And when I say look good, it's giving off this aura that I'm good, I'm chilling, I'm not overthinking. I know that I'm getting paid today multiple times a day, so I'm living my life. That's why you're here. That is why you are here. I was watching this girl's TikTok live today, and I was just listening in because she sells digital products too, right? And what she was selling wasn't anything that I needed, but I loved the way that she was teaching. And I was like, that's something that I can learn. My conscious number in my profile is the first number, the 4 line. So I am always learning how to build community. I have built communities before, but I was showing up as my 6 line. So people are just there to look at me. They just like to look at me and be in my energy. But I didn't necessarily know how to nurture that community. And because that is my conscious number, that is where I will forever be developing myself. So as I'm watching her live, I didn't care to buy any of her products because the things that she was selling was how to create ebooks and how to use ChatGPT. I already know all those things. But what I was learning from her was how she taught. Okay, so if she ever came out with something about selling on TikTok Live, I would probably be interested in that. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because as I was listening to her, I'm like, that's interesting because I'm very curious what her conscious sun gate is because she was literally living proof of her being in her sun gate. And so the sun gate tells you what people want from you. All of my products, every single thing that I create. For example, right now I have in my hand the Human Design Profile Branding Prompts. Create content that reflects your true self. You know what this is dripping out? This is dripping in? This is dripping in. I can create content from a place of being safe. I can create content from a place of alignment. I can create content from a place of authenticity. That is giving the gate of stillness. I don't want you to feel frantic. The right-hand side, Van, the one in black. I don't want you to be creating content and you're feeling frantic like, well, is this going to go viral? Is this going to work? Is this correct? Am I posting at the right time? Fuck all of that. I want you to feel like when I create content, it's coming from a place of authenticity. It's coming from a place of I am speaking in my brand voice. I am speaking with my brand essence. For example, the 3-5, your brand essence, your authority tone is relatable rebel. You are the wild teacher. When you create content with that brand essence, it is going to sell off. It's going to do well. Because it's coming from your aligned self. So when you read this, when you tap into the human design profile branding prompt document, the PDF, guess what you're getting? You are getting creating content from stillness. Somebody else may create the same thing, but their sun gate is in, for example, their sun gate is in like confusion. Because there's a gate for confusion, right? You can find fun and peace in confusion. Maybe there's sun gate. I don't know exactly what gate that is, right? So when they create content, they may create the same thing, and the whole essence of it is like, it could be crazy, it could be chaotic, and it's still going to work. My essence and my energy is when you are still and when you are in the moment and when you are trusting yourself, that is enough. And because you are my people, that's how you want to feel. You want to get out of your head. The other download that I currently have initially was called the Nervous System Exit Plan. I changed the name this morning to the Sacred Exit Strategy because that's more in alignment with my energy. It is a sacred evolution from I'm an employee and I'm a victim to no, I'm empowered and my job is actually one of my clients. And from there, I can get any amount of clients doing whatever I want. Now I can be an entrepreneur. That is the energy of that document. It is preparing you, or that ebook, it is preparing you to quit that job. It is preparing your nervous system to feel safe. So now, even when you're in your job, you acting like you the boss. You're my client, company. You're one of my clients. So I'm going to show up with more authority. I'm going to embody my truth. So now if they fire you or if you quit, guess what? You are already honoring your truth. You already feel safe because you have proof that you have trusted yourself and things worked out. If you join my community, Confident and Paid, what are we doing in there? We are consistently talking about how can I trust myself more? So instead of doing it with a document, you're doing it on your own. Now you're in a community. The essence of the community is the same. How can I trust myself? How can I feel still? How can I be in the moment and know things are working out? That is my essence. And then my unconscious sun gate, which on the other side is for me 17.6, that's the gate of opinions. I have a Gemini Mercury, so I can see both sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 7 sides of something. Okay? I am not one track minded. I'm not going to force you to do things the way I do it. I am going to see things from all angles and guide you according to that. But that is because my unconscious sun gate is 17.6. So I don't need to be like anybody else. I can create things from my authenticity. And this is what I am truly like. This is coming alive for me because I consistently listen to my audio spell. My audio spell is so personalized to me that I am trusting myself more and more and more. And this is why I said on the sales copy of that page, I said, you don't need another fucking reading. Somebody reach out in my DMs and was like, who can do a human design reading for me? I'm like, girl, you don't need another reading. A reading is just going to be information. You can learn information for free with the Neutrino Design app. What you need is a reconditioning. So you can start operating today as your aligned self. That is what audio spells do. If you don't understand how you got conditioned, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and we're going to wrap it up. We're going to have to just talk about the whole deeper into the money-making side of things next week. Excuse me. The way that you were conditioned is you kept hearing the same thing over and over again. That's conditioning. The energy in those words were conditioning you. If you came from a loving household, it's because you were probably told, I love you a lot. You were probably told you are perfect, whole, and complete how you are a lot. If you came from a household where you don't feel like you were loved on, it's probably because the environment didn't give you energy, whether it was verbally or physically, that said you are loved. So how are you going to recondition yourself? You are going to listen to audio that reconditions the atoms in your body. I grew up hearing all the time that you're chubby, you're fat, we can't find clothes to you, people are not going to like you, all these things, you're going to be unhealthy. I had to recondition with my own voice that no matter my body size, I am healthy and I am perfect as I am. I can get whatever I want. The people that I love, they could look fine as fuck. They can look at any way. I'm going to attract what's for me. I had to hear that for myself. I had to do a lot of talking to myself to recondition the molecules in my body. And this is why I asked you and I advise you, it is time for you to do an assessment of your beliefs, because your beliefs are a result of conditioning. There is something that you consistently heard in your environment, and your atoms are set to that vibration. Your atoms in your body are set to, I have to work hard. I cannot rest. I have to sacrifice. I'm only going to make money if I work a job. That is what your vibration is set to. So in order for you to be on a whole other vibration, you have to reset your atoms. And I know that in the past, you've probably heard, oh, I need to decondition. I need to heal. That takes too fucking long. I'm a projector. We skipping all of that. We're doing the most efficient route. Audio spells, affirmations on loop. I don't care if Megan Thee Stallion is your favorite artist. It's time to put that on pause and start to retrain your brain. Let Megan be 20% of what you listen to and 80% be you retraining your brain. You can literally go on YouTube and look up subliminals, look up affirmations, listen to them every single day. You have to retrain the molecules in your body. This is the only way that you are going to truly trust and truly believe that you can get paid to exist. Okay? I'm going to pause there. That's all we're going to talk about today. Okay? That's all we're going to talk about today. Go into the Neutrino Design app. Okay? Start to learn yourself. Even if, like I said, I think Van was looking at it, right? Van, learn what the gate is, and then go in ChatGPT. This app does give you a description, but then you can go deeper. Like literally ask ChatGPT, based on my conscious sun gates, what type of products can I create? Based on my sun gate, you give the rest of your profile. Based on my profile and my conscious sun gate and what my passions are, what type of things can I create? This is how you create your $100,000 year. It's not difficult. And if you're in Confident and Paid, I already gave you the exact prompt to use. My girls in Confident and Paid, they have already come up with their entire breakdown of how they're going to accomplish their financial goals this year. Now the work is to continue to regulate that nervous system so that when it's time to create the thing, you're not overthinking it. Okay. We're literally going to pause there. I'm done talking now. I'm going to read the comments and I'm going to hop off, okay? And if you have any questions, put them in there now. Let me know what you got from today so I can see that and tap in with that. And then also let me know, because I think that the chat goes away. Let me know what you want to hear next week, okay? So we went over all of the profile types already. I want you to put in the chat, what's something fun? Put in the chat a hamburger, because that's what I'm in the mood for, if today was helpful for you. Okay. If you got something from today, if you're leaving here with a greater perspective, if you have a deeper understanding, you have an expanded mindset, drop a hamburger in the chat. Okay. So let's see. Oh, y'all was resonating when I said you overthink. Yeah, you definitely be overthinking. We about to be done with that. M. Manisi is a 6'3" manifesting generator, emotional authority, innocence, motivation. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for being here, honey. That's why I have no motivation currently. I'm overthinking. Oh, so see right there? It's crazy how your overthinking can kill your whole juice. It can kill your whole motion because you are so busy overthinking how it's not going to work or what it takes to work that you can't actually take action. We don't like that. We're moving on from that. Okay, thinking for a completely open head center in ajna has had me in a chokehold. Oh, okay. So I love that you shared this. I also have an open head and open ajna. So this is very important for you to really trust, again, your authority and your motivation. Because with open head and open ajna, it's easy for you to take on other people's things, but you have to, again, tap into your design. Okay? Tap into your authority and your motivation. You will quickly recognize that the things that you are taking on are not yours. I live with my man is also open head and open ajna, but sometimes the things that he said would be getting under my skin and I would be ruminating on it. And it's because I didn't recognize that my open head and open ajna, it lets me take on things so consistently that sometimes I could get lost in the minutia. But I recognize at the moment that I trust my spleen and my motivation, that is what propels me forward. So It's okay that you're taking in all those things, but you cannot allow those thoughts to keep you stuck. This is again why you have authority and you have motivation. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got here. There's a projector out there in the world copying a generator as we speak. So sad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Magnetic expert. Yes, 5-1. That's you. That's you. A lot of people like fuck. I'm probably gonna miss this call today. You know what? It's all good. As a 5-1 or a projector specifically, you are probably doing the manual labor that you can actually teach people. Projectors are here for insight. Okay. So instead of, and I'm not saying to not do photography, right? Van, I'm specifically talking to you because you're when you engage, I'm going to support you, right? As a photographer, you're probably thinking, well, I have to do a certain amount of shoots, and how the fuck am I going to make this kind of money doing shoots? Fuck the shoots. You can do the shoots, but you raise your damn price because that means that they have intimate access to you, and you teach other people how to shoot. That's how you're going to make your money. You're creating the ebooks and the courses around how to do the thing in the most efficient manner from the lens of a projector. Okay, you do not have the generator energy to be out there doing all of the shoots all the time. But what you can do is create something that teaches people how to do that. And that lives within, remember I told you those 3 niches, that lives within the wealth one, right? Because the person learning from you is now learning how to improve their skills, which is going to make them more money. Okay, all right. Did I say I haven't cracking up? Of course, that's what we had to do. Laugh and vibe and have a good time. Okay. As a 3-5, I felt that projection. Yes, you have a projection field. It literally invites projections. This is a good thing because in the projection, people are telling you what they want from you. And so you get to decide, do I want to live into that projection or not? This is the one thing that I think 5 lines y'all try to avoid. You don't want to be projected upon. It's natural for you to be projected upon. You get to decide which projection am I going to live into, okay? It's all up to you. All right? Okay, thank you, Sarah Spleen. Posting content, but I'm getting over it. Millie, come on now. Come on. How are you going to get paid to exist? How are you going to leave that job? How are you going to stop depending on that drug if you're not posting the content? It's 2025. 2025, the best way to make money is this thing called a phone. If you are not printing money from your phone every single day, meaning people are buying stuff from you every single day, what are you doing? This is an ATM in 2025. Okay? This is an ATM. And the way that you get the money flowing in is creating content. Okay, y'all got to get over that whole like, oh, I'm afraid to be perceived bullshit. What is that? What is that? People can't perceive you. You tell them exactly who the fuck you are. This is what this is for. You tell people who you are. That is what a brand is. A brand tells you your brand tells people what you're about. This is why branding is important. This is why if you're on Twitter talking a whole bunch of bullshit and you're not portraying one specific straight message, you're confusing people. Yeah, I talk stuff about what I'm eating and what I'm looking like, but that's the little bit. That's the least of my content. The majority of my content is my brand. I'm all about living a sovereign life using human design. Okay? This is why branding is important. Okay. Let's keep going. The ChatGPT was so helpful. Okay, I'm right on it after this session. Awesome, Janai. I love that you are taking, Janai, you on your shit, yo. Again, always want to big up the Aquarius in the building. Aquarius, you are I break the table, I change the mold, I transform minds. Aquarius we need you, okay? We need you on your big bag, okay? That's why I switched my mindset this week on how I view my job and started with switching my schedule to only being available Monday through Thursday. Do you see that? Even if you have a job, you are still the person that brings value to that job. Damn, I can't wait for next week. Next week is going to be so fucking good. You bring the value to that job. A lot of the times our relationship with jobs is that they're taking everything from you. No, you bring value. You add something. They're paying you for the value that you add. Okay? So yes, you can tell them I'm not coming to work every fucking day. I can do my work in 3.5 days and you still gonna pay me the same amount. Like, you have that agency. And even if they say, well, no, you can't work here no more. because you have verbalized that, you can go to another company and verbalize that, and they will hire you. Okay? Understand that the power is in your self-trust. Okay? Projectors got to show more than tell. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't want to hear your mouth. I want you to show me. Show me, show me, show me, show me. This is why I'm only hosting lives once a week. I'm not here to get tired from talking too much. Okay. I'm here to live my life, and then one day a week, I'm like, let me share some wisdom with you. If you want it more consistently than that, you can tap into something else that I have available, right? Projectors are meant to show. This is how we attract, by showing. Okay. Janae says, I'm playing myself a little. I'm getting up though. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. That's so real. Hold on. That just went down. So that's so real. Body resting and mind racing. That shit is not rest, yo. Again, y'all, the reason why I can speak so passionately about this is because I was her. It would look like I'm resting. Everybody's like, you're so chill and you don't worry about things. Whole time my brain is faster than Usain Bolt in this bitch. Okay? Fing, 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 fing. Rest where? Nervous system was not at rest. I was working so hard to look like I was at rest, but I was not at rest. You don't deserve that. You know what feels good? When you look good and you feel good, and you're having good thoughts, and your bank account is on fat, and your relationship is juicy. That's what feels good. Not when you fronting. That's not cool. I can't wait till next week's live. It's gonna be good. Everything is working out for me. Yes, relationships are everything. Okay, neutrino design. Thank you guys for responding. That's the beautiful thing about community. Okay, when you have community, when you build community, you are not the only person people are relying on. This is why when you join Confident and Paid, there are other active participants who are doing the work, who are aligning with themselves every day, who are taking risks. And so when you ask a question, when you leave a comment, when you're looking for support, you have not only me, but you have all of these people. You drop your YouTube link and everybody's following. Just like that, your subscribers went up. Like, that is what community is for. Okay. Let's see here. Janai said, I need this document. It is in my stand store. Okay. I also created a bundle with the sacred exit strategy plus this in one. Okay. You can get both at the same time. So you can quit your job and you can start your personal brand. All right. Janai said, I love you. I love you too. I love you too, King. Van says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. All right, way to drop the burgers. Let's see here. I have to learn more of what the design chart terms mean. I will use Chat GPT link by Jade. All right. I'm looking forward to your growth. I could go for one too. Yo, I'm about to get me a burger from Five Guys. Bunless though. Bunless. With fries. Them fries be so good. My notebook is out. The download of an open head and option was needed. Thank you. You're very welcome, King. You're very welcome. People can't perceive you. Tell them who the fuck you are. And boom. And we done, y'all. And we done. I hope this was everything you needed and more. Next week, we can go deeper into actual product creation. It is way easier than you think. ChatGPT will do all the work for you, okay? ChatGPT definitely helped me with this, but I'll say this. ChatGPT is great in developing an idea, but you got to put your sauce on it. You got to put your energy on it, okay? You got to put your conscious sun gate on it so your people can feel that it's you, because we could all go create the same fucking thing, right? But there is something unique to you and the energy that you bring that your people actually want, okay? I love you so much. If there's anything that you need from me, you know where to find me. I'm on Twitter mostly. And anything that you need is available in my stand store. I will see you next week. Mwah.